So listen to this. So there's these things out here called the 3D force plates. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but they're these things. They look like this. They're big, these blue things that you swing on, and they like measure like with vectors, like your weight transfer and stuff. These guys from France brought this thing out here like 10 years ago to me, and they wanted me to be the first pro on the West Coast to use it. And they wanted like 30 G's for their program and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm good, guys. Thank you though. But it was funny because I got on those things, and because of all my balanced training, immediately I was doing perfect force on the ground, and I didn't even need those things. And it was funny because at one point their vector things like show, like, you see this image here, how the vector, like there's like little points of where the pressure in the feet are. I don't know if I could find a bigger image, but it doesn't look like it. But look, you hit on them, you see, like you hit on these things, and it shows you like your pressure and like here's a better image. See where the force is. And at one point the force was shooting through my toes, and I was like, your guy's machine's broken. I'm like, my balance is not in my toes at impact, it's on my heels. And they say to me, well, if you didn't have toes, you would fall on your face, wouldn't you? And I was like, oh. So what's happening, just to take it a step further, is this. If you just set up next to the disc here a moment, no, just right here next to the disc, right here, just getting your setup, right, is when you're swinging, the swing goes back, right? It's coming down around here, it gets down here, and then it starts to pull. You don't let me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. What do you have to do to fight me? Right, now, to do that, the pressure, if you think of it, how you were able to do that is by pushing to your heels from your toes. You see what I'm saying? So it's actually that you're pushing this way to be able to counter the force going that way. You see? Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to do that the right amount so that on Swing Catalyst, it looks like you're staying still. You see? But that's what these discs are going to help you learn without even having to overthink about it. But just realize that every time the club comes down, you're about to fall that way, and you need to expect it and know how to perfectly counter it, if you will. You with me?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
All right, so let's give this a try. Let's see if you make a swing. All right, so remember, stabilize the disc, get them to stay flat, and then swing your club back and forth. Keep the disc flat as you swing the club back and forth. Yeah, I want you to hit a ball. Yeah, full swing. All right, now, how'd you do? Were your feet flat? Okay. Now, I think the ball was too close. I think stay there a sec. I think we need to move. I'm going to move this out just a smidge. I think it's slightly too close. There. Okay. This also helps us figure out ball position, believe it or not. So let's just see here. Here we go. Okay, now, yeah, the ball is a little bit too close. But look, you didn't sway. Look, did you sway? Right? Look, maybe a little head movement, but not much, not as much as before. And then look at this, coming down, you definitely didn't dive forward. The feet were flat. Yeah, see how the ball was too close to you? So it was just the ball placement was wrong, right? And that's the other thing you start to figure out from being up there. Because if you're doing perfect balance, well then, and the ball's not in the center of the club, well then something's wrong with your distance away from the ball.